Tough week for the club. It began with the defeat by Aston Villa at the Emirates last Saturday, which just punctured that feel-good factor which they picked up with the win over Manchester United the week before. And of course the youngsters he's playing for Manchester City so far this season. The form of his life at the moment.
I was just going to say, I think he's their biggest bonus of the season to date. Obviously Robinho's made an impact with his 8 goals, but the sort of quantum leap that Stephen Ireland...
Arsene Wenger has just held off talking about the title for now. Just wants his team to try and gather some consistent momentum. Same can be said of Manchester City. Ireland trying to feed the ball.
No matter how many players they have missing, the players that come in, pass the ball and move. Nasri particularly has made an exciting start to the game, having so many touches.
First test then for Joe Hart. Didn't think he'd be playing in this game, but he's facing this Robin van Persie free kick here. Giroud and Bentner hoping to provide some kind of threat inside the penalty area. Sean Wright-Phillips backtracking for Manchester City. Stayed there by Sean Wright-Phillips. Now it's Robin van Persie trying to create room for the volley. Taking off his...
The dream move at Chelsea just didn't give him any games. He lost his England place, and we saw in midweek against Germany the little fella's some player when he's fit.
It's like he's never been away from the city of Manchester Stadium. He's got the ball there, but there was a foul in the process. Van Persie was fouled by Kompany, who stayed down. And, a little bit of trouble there, Vincent Kompany.
Well, it's just a tangle of legs, really. Hard to see any damage, but he's been down too long for it not to be a little bit serious, this.
Whether Van Persie caught him here as he fell, let's have a look.
Well, there's a hand off, there's a hand in the face, but it certainly doesn't look anything to give him any great problems. It would be a shame because Joe Hart's done very well, and he's an exciting prospect for Manchester City and England.
Quiet around the city of Manchester Stadium so far, more or less a full house in here. You do wonder what kind of effect the last few days have had on the Arsenal dressing room. Rightly or wrongly, William Gallas not here today. It's got to that song. Bentner with the nice touch, finding Van Persie. Derby streaming forward on the far side. It goes to Hoyt. Scored once in the Blue Moon a couple of seasons ago. Really struggled in front of goal, but the games this season, every game they've played, averages out at there's been 4 goals. Song, Diaby and Giroud will offer a threat as well as Mikael Silvestre, who's trying to shake off Benjani. Joe Hart comes for it. Obviously Manchester City been playing the champagne football, not getting the results. We know about the week Arsenal have had. Big game this for both. You remember a game 5 years ago when Arsenal were already 4-0 up at this stage at the Old Main Road and a 5-1 win against Manchester City, when Arsenal were at their imperious best. Just the one Premier League win for Manchester City against the Gunners. They're hoping to put that right today. Song. Van Persie being hunted down by Robinho. It's for Sell. Silvestri's header landing at the feet of Van Persie. May have to do it all alone. Threw in the challenge from Richard Dunn. He wanted the free kick. Alan Wiley waved it away.
Pleased whether they have a clean sheet at this stage of the half, because the last thing either wanted was to go behind very early on with the confidence and a bit of a low.
Samir Nasri. There's 2 Arsenal players here, Van Persie and Bentner. Michael Richards got back but commits the foul and a free kick to Arsenal. Richards says he got the ball.
Well, the City back 4 there was all at dog legs, and they were looking for offside, but I'm sure that he wasn't, because there's Michael Richards playing everybody onside. And there is contact with Van Persie, but I think there's a handball by Van Persie also, and he's being a little bit dramatic.
Still on the ground being treated, Robin van Persie. This, though, an opportunity for Arsenal. Just over 30 yards from goal. Michael Richards. Oh, my God. Well, the last thing Arsenal need is another injury. An apology there from Richards, and the 2 make up. Walcott out injured, Adebayor's injured, Toure out injured. The last thing he needs is another casualty.
He's okay.
Sami Nasri standing over to react. It's Mikhail Silvestre, who is back for Arsenal. Robinho. There is the Brazilian. Was he caught from behind by Robin van Persie? Yes, he was. That's the first corner. It's gone short to Robin van Persie. An outswinger. And it's dealt with by Zabaleta. Bender trying to turn away from Richards. Fitting the ball at van Persie. This is Silvestre. Clichy. Van Persie. Silvestre. Arsenal have been very un-Arsenal-like in the first 45 here. Manchester City capitalised in stoppage time right at the end of the first half thanks to Stephen Ireland's goal. Took it well after a mix-up at the back. How will Arsenal respond in the second half in what has been a tough week for them? Well, from the 14, which is what they're heading for here at the moment. That season they ended up 12th in the Premier League. Pre-Arsene Wenger, of course. They've started well in the second half. Bender! Real chance for Arsenal.
Well, he's looking for a penalty. It certainly looked a good chance. It was a great cross from Clichy on the left. Good Arsenal interplay again, overlapping Clichy. He whips the ball in first time. Dunny's taking a swipe at it. Richard Dunn, Wiley.
Good start to the second half by Arsenal. Can they capitalise here? Song is standing just in front of Joe Hart. It's knocked away by Sean Wright-Phillips. Robinho holding off Clichy. Robinho did well. This is Sean Wright-Phillips again. His ankles were just clipped by Van Persie.
Well, he pleads innocence. But it certainly looked, laid him behind, let me chase it.
Away form has been pretty good for Arsenal this season. Lost 2 of 6 away. Can't afford to drop points here. Van Persie's done well. Van Persie wants the free kick and he's got it as well. Alan Wiley was just waiting to see how play progressed.
I think he's a little bit unlucky there. Micah Richards looked like he made a great tackle. Certainly here he's tracking Van Persie. You see he's got the ball, he's nicked it away. I think he's very unfortunate there. Alan Wiley may have just made his first mistake of the match. I think he's been excellent. He is excellent, and you would hope now for his sake that this isn't a goal.
Well, Sami Nasri tested Joe Hart in the first half. Robin van Persie is lining this one up as well. Good position this for Arsenal. It's Robin van Persie. Tried to beat Joe Hart at his near post and almost did.
Well, the arms went up in the Arsenal section. They saw the net ripple. And the Manchester City fans either side. You see here the ball is always going wide, and they go up the arms. But just wide.
Close.
Goalkeeper had it covered though. He had it.
Doing the babysitting at the moment. Sean Wright-Phillips. There's Garrido. Scored a belter of a free kick against Liverpool in this stadium. Now it's Ben Charney, just wouldn't come down for him, almost dropped to Ireland. Just a carbon copy of
him ferociously, ran into him. Absolutely fearless, the wee man.
Was used quite often as a wing-back when he first started, Sean Wright-Phillips.
Not by me, he wasn't.
Great talent, Sean Wright-Phillips, as is that man Robinho. Always looks polite, doesn't he, when he has a word with the referee, both hands behind his back. He's conceded this free kick. Wright-Phillips, wasn't it, who got a little tug there. Robin van Persie lining this one up. Again, you can see Arsenal with plenty of height here, waiting inside that Manchester City penalty area. It's Richard Dunn who got the header.
Hasn't complained. It was a free kick.
Van Persie has just had his pocket picked away from him.
I'm not surprised they made a change in midfield, though, because they have been poor for an Arsenal side in there. The quality has been toes foot. Good save by Joe Hart.
Can Arsenal find a way back into this game? Van Persie's corner. And it's scraped away by Richard Dunn. Joe Hart looked nervously away to his right. Silvestre. It's done again. Into the life and the culture here in Manchester. It can only help you as a player to settle in. A mistake there by Garrido. Van Persie bringing it down. A look game on Thursday. And then an even bigger game. The game. The Manchester derby on Sunday. There's Robin Van Persie. Sets it nicely for him.
We've seen him hammer them. He has a great strike on his left foot. And Arsenal going right down the middle with their short passing game. Keeping possession here. Ricochet works for them. Van Persie, a good turn. Couldn't keep the ball down. He too has looked well short of his best today. Can be a very dangerous player. Job closing Arsenal down. And they've expanded on that performance in the second half. They look very, very good at times.
Ramsey. Sees another good ball, Aaron Ramsey. Here's Robin Van Persie. Arsenal to come back into this game. They need to do something now. Into the final 10 minutes almost. Giroud. Bentner. It's a nice idea. Joe Hart's come a long way from goal. Richard Dunn deals with the danger. Handed in his transfer wish list in Abu Dhabi last week. 2-hour meeting with Sheikh Mansour, the owner of Manchester City. What's Joe Hart doing? He's been caught out by Robin Van Persie, or has he? No. The referee has ruled it out. Van Persie thought he got a goal back for Arsenal. Alan Wiley says no.
Well, we saw this years ago. George Best did a similar thing in an international, and it has happened from time to time. And I'll be surprised if he doesn't get a booking for what's seen as ungentlemanly conduct. I'm sure that's why the goal has not been allowed. Well, he's fortunate, because he's clearly standing in the way of Joe Hart's attempted clearance.
Well, we saw Harita Alunga do that for West Ham United a few weeks ago at Hull. He too had his goal chalked off. The West Ham United defender. Still 2-0.
So that team missing in the moment, and he knows they can be an awful lot better than this. Colo Toure's a big loss for them at the back.
It's been a turbulent week for Arsenal, and it ends in defeat at the City of Manchester Stadium. And Arsene Wenger's side now face a real fight to drag themselves back into this title race. Stephen Ireland with the first for Manchester City, bang on half-time. Rubinho with an audacious second, and then Daniel Sturridge right at the end, converting the penalty. An awful week for Arsenal ends with defeat at Manchester City. It's finished Manchester City 3, Arsenal 0.